So here we're going to rig up the spinnaker. Now when you're rigging the spinnaker, this is where there's the most potential to get it wrong. So it's quite important to take a lot of time and care over this. The other problem is when you rig up the spinnaker, if you get it wrong, it's almost impossible to change it on the water. Unless you really know what you're doing, it's very hard to rig the spinnaker on the water. First of all, I'll tie the halyard, which pulls the spinnaker up. The important thing with this is just to make sure it flies free of everything. When you've got the spinnaker up, it's going to fly right out in front of the boat, so it doesn't want to get tangled up in anything. Often it can go between the jib and the forestay here, so you just want to make sure that it flies right out. Okay, you can see there. And the best thing to do is to first of all attach that to the top of the sail, to take the top, which has got the green and the red attached to it. Okay, nice big gust to take the boat away from you there. Attach that to there, and just a nice big bowline. Now what you don't want is the bowline to be really tight up against the head of the spinnaker, because then the top of the spinnaker will get pulled into the pulley at the top and it'll chafe right away and you'll end up throwing it across the top completely. So either put a big bowline in there, or some people have a permanent knot here, which is quite a good idea. So then if you pull the spinnaker down, or pull the halyard down without the spinnaker attached, you won't lose the end in. So they just put a stopper knot in there that's permanently in. And then to find the downhaul which attaches to the bottom of the spinnaker, just take one side. It doesn't actually matter which one. I'm just going to follow the green side along here. And when it's quite windy, you want to try and keep the spinnaker in the boat, not flying all over the place. Okay, get to the bottom corner, then follow it across the bottom until you get to about halfway. Now you know you're halfway when you reach the laser sensor patch here, or the laser symbol patch. Okay, then just go up a little bit and you'll find the patch. There's two patches in the spinnaker that the rope will attach to. And this one here, the rope just runs through here, and instead of it running through the webbing loop, I've actually tied a rope loop on there, because this webbing loop actually wears out pretty easily, and that's a pain and it costs a bit to get it repaired. If you put that through there, then it will wear out the rope before it wears out the spinnaker. Okay, once you've got it through that loop, follow the spinnaker up, just keep going up, just crossing the seams at right angles, until you can find the other patch. This is where it gets quite difficult. You can see it's a pretty windy day today, but the spinnaker's fairly in control because it's flat on the deck. If you've got any problems, just ask someone to help you stop it flying around. Okay, I'm actually having trouble finding it. You just got to keep looking. There it is. Okay, and just put it through, up through there, and tie another bowline in it. Again, good idea just to take your time, make sure you've got it all correct, and you don't want it all knotted up. And there we go, there's the downhaul fixed up like that. And you can see, because it's quite windy, it's all stayed in the boat fairly flat, and there isn't a problem.